Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today for a new pick a card reading. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Melissa, and today's reading topic is going to be a career energy check-in. So what I'm going to be looking into today is the current overall energy influencing your career at this time. So what's the biggest thing that you all need to be aware of? What's the biggest thing that you all need to know? Then we're going to be taking a look into what is happening in your career within the next 30 days. So we'll be looking into energies, events, people, lessons, situations of significance that Spirit is wanting to be highlighted for you. And then we'll close each reading out with some advice so that you have some things to keep in mind as you move forward. Let's go ahead and get into our disclaimers. So first and foremost, this is a general reading. So with that being said, take what resonates with you and leave behind what doesn't. As I always say, if it doesn't apply, just let it fly. If you do want to book a personal reading, all the details on how you can do so will be linked in the description box down below. This is also a timeless reading, so regardless of when you're guided to view the video, there is likely a message here for you. So if you're guided to view the video 6 months from now, 6 years from now, or the day that I'm uploading it, whenever you come across it and you feel like you want to watch, there's probably something there for you. All right, let's go ahead and get into our card selection. We are going to be doing 3 piles today, and I'm going to be doing a lot of shuffling on camera. So starting with pile number 1, we have this little, I guess it's like a carnelian crystal. For pile number 2, we have the clear crackle quartz crystal. And for pile number 3, we have an amethyst. So I want you guys to go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about your career as the energy stands today. Think about what's headed your way and what you need to know. Go ahead and select the card or the crystal that you're feeling the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made that choice, go ahead and scroll down to the description box where you can locate the timestamps that will take you to your chosen pile. See you there. Hey there, pile 1. If you guys picked out the little carnelian, this will be your career reading. So we're going to kick things off with the overall energy around your career at this time. And then we are going to be shuffling some additional cards on camera to find out what is headed your way. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So looking into the overall energy at this time, we have a new moon in Scorpio. We have a 6 of Wands. Love that energy for you. We also have the World. Wow. Okay, I love this energy, group 1. And we have the Crown Chakra, Divinity. Wow, this energy is amazing, you guys. So just like right off the bat, I feel like this time in your career is kind of like a time of death and rebirth. With the new moon in Scorpio coming up here, it's like I'm definitely getting that you all are totally like reimagining your career in some way. Scorpio energy is sometimes a little bit of a darker energy, but this is because it is a deeply transformative energy, right? So I definitely think that during this time, there's a lot of soul searching that you guys have been doing or will be doing very shortly here. I'm getting that you guys are really needing to dig deep and kind of uncover your why, so that as you go through this transformation, this rebirth energy in career, you have a clear understanding of what you want to do and why you're doing it. I think you guys are realizing here with the crown chakra that the only person that can control your situation is you. Because with this divinity energy, this says recognize the divine in the mirror. So it's like, I feel that during this time, you all are beginning to see that like you are the divine, like you are the one that can make the magic happen in your own life. So for some of you guys with this new moon in Scorpio, maybe leading up into this time or going into this time, for some, there's been like this fear of change, a fear of the unknown, or maybe like waiting for someone else to help you or waiting for things to kind of drop magically out of the sky, which is totally normal. I think we all go through this, right? But I definitely think that during this time, you're starting to work through some of those fears, and you're realizing that like the only one that can save you is you, if that makes sense. I see you guys really closing out a major chapter within your career. And I see you guys doing this quite successfully here with the Six of Wands. This definitely feels like an energy of like leaving something behind on a high note. So for some of you guys, this is like at the finish line, right? Like there's definitely this energy of maybe completing a job, completing a task, maybe completing a really major goal that you all had wanted to accomplish. Whereas for others of you, this could just be simply an energy of completion in general with something and feeling like really good about it, like feeling like you're being recognized for the hard work that you've done. For others of you, the World card in career, this could also signify like world events kind of propelling this change, this rebirth. You know, so for some of you guys, there could have been a situation that was sort of like outside of your control that sort of propelled you to have to do this work around your career and transform yourself. But I definitely feel that it's pushing you to move into something different that's going to be even better for you in the future. So for some of you guys, this could be creative in nature since you did choose the Carnelian. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but I want to now look and see what's coming your way in the next 30 days. So we're looking specifically into energies, events, people, situations of significance for career in the next 30 days or so. For some of you guys, Scorpio season could be a significant time frame for you as well. So for those of you needing a time frame, we are going to get some time frames later, but that could be significant for some of you guys. So Scorpio season being around October, early November. So we have a Knight of Wands. We have a Five of Wands. Very interesting. And we have the Death card. More Scorpio. This is nuts, you guys. At the bottom of the deck, we do have a Three of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. I love this deck. This is a new deck that I just got today. So I was like, I need to make this video now. That's a beautiful energy of teamwork, collaboration. So maybe some of you guys are working with others, networking, things like that. I definitely see, though, you know, going back to the Death card, this is, so in the tarot, the astrological sign that is associated with the Death card is Scorpio. So it's definitely interesting that you guys are getting double Scorpio energy. This Death card is really just confirming the message that we've already talked about with the Scorpio. So it's definitely a time where you guys are changing. You know, you're making a change. You're doing a transition. For some of you, I feel like this is a career transition of some sort. Or if that's not the case, think of the Death card in career as being like, you guys are going toward an inevitable change. It's an inevitable future that is coming no matter what, okay? And it is for the better because it's about rebirth. It's about leaving behind that which no longer serves us so that we can embark onto something new. I definitely feel with the Five of Wands that there will be some challenges that you guys may face with this upcoming change because the Five of Wands is about challenge. It can be about conflict. I think some of you guys could be dealing with kind of a competitive environment as well, especially if this is an energy of you guys like collaborating with other people. You know, I can see you kind of looking for ways to come together in a way that is harmonious for all. Instead of everybody kind of going off in their own separate direction, like we see here with these birds in the card. But for others of you, like maybe for those of you that are wrapping something up and maybe you're looking for a new role, I definitely think the Five of Wands is just talking about kind of like the challenges that you may face as you are applying, interviewing, things like that, especially in a really competitive job market that I know a lot of us are experiencing right now. But the cool thing is with the Knight of Wands is that there's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of passionate energy, a lot of fiery energy here. And there's also this feeling of relief that I'm getting from this card too. Like, it's kind of interesting that I was talking about like rescuing, like, because when I think of a firefighter, I think of someone that comes and saves you from the fire, right? Someone that's putting out the danger, putting out the fire. So it's like, I feel like you guys are realizing that like you are your own hero and you're putting out these fires in your career so that you can move on to something different, So it's like the stress I feel is leaving you behind, which is a great thing if you've been feeling stressed with that new moon in Scorpio. But I definitely think for a lot of you guys with the Knight of Wands as well, just there's a more creative energy around your career at this time, a more activated energy. So maybe some of you guys, again, are working on some of your passions, creative endeavors, things like that. So let's get you guys some advice, and then we'll pull some time frames. So let's just kind of see what guidance or advice for group one with regard to their career at this time. What should they be aware of as they navigate forward the next 30 days? So we have phone a friend. So yeah, going back to like that networking, think about like your colleagues, coworkers, peers, people in your network that you know that can help support you during this time. Even if you guys are working on like a creative project or something, when I think of phoning a friend, I think of like asking someone for help, asking for mentorship, right? We also have social media. So there's a need here, I think, for you to look at social media as an avenue of support. So whether this is like, you know, updating your LinkedIn profile or being more active on your LinkedIn profile, or for those of you that are working in more creative endeavors, maybe social media is referring to, you know, looking at Instagram, looking at YouTube, TikTok, and finding out like the strategy that can push for change that will set you apart from the rest. Let's get one more for you for advice. We also have mid-level. So when I hear mid-level, this is talking about like mid-level roles. So again, for those of you that are like in the corporate world, this could be talking about connecting with other like-minded professionals, right? Phoning more of those mid-level executives, mid-level kind of positions. Maybe this is the type of position or level that you're trying to go in at. So it could be good for you to connect with other like-minded people that are on your level and find out, you know, how they got to where they are. We also have entrepreneurship at the bottom. So there's definitely an undertone for a lot of you guys of kind of branching out and doing things on your own. So I think that, you know, that's definitely significant for some people out there viewing group one. So we're going to go ahead and close this out with just doing a quick little time frame check for you. So we're just going to see what time frames of significance, what are the time frames of significance that you guys for group one need to be aware of as it pertains to your career. So let's just kind of see what comes through for group one. Let's just get a couple of these time frames for career for group one. Okay. So we do have the month of April coming up. Okay, and let's get one more. We also have 6 to 12 months from now. Bottom deck energy during travel and vacation. So I'm almost feeling like during some time off, you guys are going to be able to like plant the seeds for this new beginning that you're trying to manifest in. And I feel like you may see the results 6 to 12 months from now for some of you. So group number one, we're going to go ahead and close out the reading there, but I would love to hear from you in the comments how this resonates with your career and what's going on with your situation. So please let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to view today's reading, and I'll see you in a new one very soon. Bye. Hey there, Pile 2. If you guys picked out the clear quartz, this will be your career reading. We're going to start off by looking kind of at the overall energy around your career at this time, and then we will transition into what's coming up next for you, as well as some advice and time frames. So for group one, we start things off with the full moon. We do have justice. We have the Page of Cups. And we have creativity, the throat chakra. Beautiful energy. The biggest thing for me with the full moon is that full moons are kind of all about a time of closing out a cycle. I think a lot of times too with full moons, because the moon is sort of like at its peak, its most heightened energy in a sense, it's the fullest energy, there can be a sense of a lot of emotion around full moons for some. So for some of you guys, I definitely feel like there is something emotional within your career that you guys may be mitigating right now. And there's a message here to surrender and just kind of like relax a little bit. and allow the universe to support you and take care of you as you need. Definitely, though, an energy of completion, an energy of closing out a chapter, if you're able to surrender and be supported. I definitely feel like for a lot of you guys, there's an energy here of creativity, like with the Page of Cups and the creativity card obviously coming through. Some of you guys right now might be trying to embark on a more creative path, or kind of like going after a job that's going to bring you a little bit more emotional fulfillment, in a sense, where you can kind of creatively express yourself, right? So the throat chakra card is talking about creativity. It says use creativity to transform your pain into positivity, right? So there's definitely an energy here of emotional expression from positive places. So it's like whatever you guys have been going through in career, whatever emotion you're feeling about it, I feel like this is a time to channel that energy into expression. So whether that's, you know, doing writing and like talking about it through writing, whether it's verbally talking about it, maybe even creating content about what you're going through. I know like a lot of people, if you're in like more of a corporate setting or like a professional type of setting in your career, like I know a lot of people use LinkedIn to create content and talk about the experiences that they're going through and gain support that way. So there could be an energy here of trying this as well for some of you guys. For some of you guys, I feel like you may be receiving some sort of positive news as well around your career or even your finances, because I'm seeing here in this card both of these little like emojis of money, and there is an energy of balanced finances here with gold and with money. Maybe for some of you guys, you're needing to diversify your assets. I don't know. That's like, I've never thought of that with that card before, but just now I did. So that could be something significant of like diversification of your assets. Like, I'm not a financial advisor, but look into that if that's something that you feel guided to. But you know, the Justice card is all about kind of letting things come back into balance a little bit. Some of you guys may have a decision or a choice that you're needing to make right now with the Justice card. And there's kind of an energy of weighing the factors, like the card says, weighing your options, kind of trying to find out like, or decide, you know, what choice is going to make you feel the most emotionally fulfilled and happy. Some of you guys might be signing on to like a new contract or closing out a contract as well. But let's see. I want to go ahead and move into next the energy headed your way. So this is our overall energy. Let's go ahead and see what's headed your way in the next 30 days for career. So we're looking at specific events, energies, people, situations of significance. So what's coming through for group 2 the next 30 days within their career? We have an Ace of Cups. Lots of emotions, you guys. Wow. We have the Queen of Cups. Oh my goodness. I love this. And then we have a Nine of Swords. Okay. The Sun at the bottom of the deck. So I do want to say that, like, optimistically speaking here, clarity is coming for you guys in the next 30 days. If things have been feeling a bit confusing, and I feel like maybe they have been, because there's a lot of emotion here, and there's a lot of like, it seems like there's some things that you guys are trying to weigh out in your career at this time. So any confusion, I feel, is going to be alleviated within the next 30 days, because the Sun card is knowing, like, it's coming in and it's talking about how it's shining the light on the darkness, right? It's providing a sense of illumination on your path forward so that you understand what's going on and why, and what the best choices are for you to make. Healing coming through as well with the Star card. But yeah, you guys definitely have a period of time coming up in your career where there is a lot of emotion around it. This is so cool. Look at this. Are some of you guys like tarot readers? Because I feel like that vibe. Look at this. Look at her little tarot cards, her journal. We have some artistic kind of stuff going on here. She's doing her work at night. So this is definitely like an energy of like doing what you love, doing the work that you love, especially here with the Ace of Cups next to it. I feel like a lot of you all are in a field or wanting to do work that can be of service to others. You see how it says, we are happy to serve you here in this Ace of Cups. But there's definitely this energy coming through for you guys of anxiety and fears and kind of ruminating and, you know, feeling anxious about the future, feeling preoccupied about the future, maybe even overthinking things a little bit. But I'm really, maybe some of you guys too are working from home. Even if you're not like doing spiritual work, you're just doing other types of work that's helpful to others, that's creative in some way. I'm definitely getting work from home vibes with both of these cards, with them being in the bed. But I'm really being drawn to this cat right here. And, you know, cats, look at this. I'm noticing all the astrology symbols here. Somebody in this group, maybe you guys are astrologers or something too. Like, I feel like that's got to be a thing for group 2. But listen, like the cat, the energy of the cat for me is talking about needing to be independent. So maybe for some of you guys, this is like the first time that you've like branched out on your own and just decided to like try your creative work only without having other sources of income coming in. And so it's a little bit scary kind of branching out on your own and maybe not having that steady source of income or like that steady like corporate job supporting you, if you guys get what I mean. But it definitely feels like a time where even though there's a lot of emotion here and some anxiety, it certainly feels like a time where you guys are able to be very relaxed and like in your element and in your zone and really doing the things that you love to do and helping others. I'm also getting that maybe some of you guys have been sort of fighting this for a while. Like maybe you've known for a while that this is a path that you need to choose, but you've been fighting it. And so Spirit is saying it's time to surrender and let us guide you in the right direction. So let's get some advice. I want to see for group number 2 what guidance or advice you all need to be aware of with regard to your career moving forward here. We have know your audience. So this is, I feel like, for those of you that are creative in some way, even if you guys are in more of a corporate job, knowing your audience is about understanding the people that you're there to serve, right? So if you are like making YouTube videos or you're trying to do an online business or something, I feel like looking at your analytics is going to help you to understand your audience a little bit better, right? For those of you that are working in more of a corporate job or more of like a traditional role, understand who it is that you're serving, right? Understand, and sometimes in different jobs, the audience changes, right? Like sometimes we have to communicate with people that are like lower on the totem pole than us. Sometimes we have to talk to like senior level executives and CEOs and things like that. So it's about knowing who your audience is going to be and being able to flex and pivot your communication style or the way that you would serve them to that audience. Being more agile is what I'm getting. We have work from home, didn't I say? That is so funny. So yeah, definitely confirmation that you all are working from home, which is beautiful. I'm happy for you. Okay. And then we also have divine timing. So this is just about like letting things happen in divine timing when they're supposed to happen. And that, I know that can be like easier said than done, you guys, especially with 9 of Swords, because this is usually when we're worried about the future. We're worrying about the outcome of something. But Spirit is just asking you to surrender and relax and trust that things are going to work out exactly as they are supposed to, when they're supposed to. So for group 2, let's go ahead and we're going to just channel some time frames for you just to see what time frames of significance you should be aware of as it pertains to your career. So let's go ahead and see for group 2, time frames of significance. when you release attachment to outcome. So shady. I love it though. So yeah, so whenever you all can release the attachment to outcomes and what the final product or what's going to happen is, that's going to be when things come together for you with that divine timing. Let's see. So if you're, I'm being told stop pulling tarot cards about it if you guys do that. 1 to 3 months from now coming through as well. And then we do have divine timing coming up again at the bottom of the deck. So further, like triple, quadrupled confirmation of divine timing. All right, so group 2, this is a beautiful reading. We're going to go ahead and close it out there, but I would love to hear from you in the comments what's been going on with your career. So please let me know. If you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. This way you all are aware of whenever I'm uploading new videos, and I will see you in a new reading very soon. Bye. Hey, pile 3, if you guys picked out the little amethyst, this is going to be your career reading. So we're going to kick things off by looking at the overall energy around your career at this time. Then we'll transition into what's happening in the next 30 days, some advice, and some time frames at the end. So for group 1, we start off with the supermoon. Wow. That's awesome. We have an Ace of Wands. We have a King of Pentacles. That's what's up. And then we have the solar plexus. Wow, you guys, this is exciting. So starting off with the supermoon energy, this is definitely showing me that like whatever is happening in your career right now, it definitely seems like you're going to be getting some sort of answers or success showing themselves to you soon. This is like talking about a time where the moon is like at its most large peak point. And this can definitely be a time where things are feeling like super emotional and like heightened in a sense, because that tends to be the case with full moons. But with this solar plexus card coming up, this is saying shine. You are made of stardust, so keep sparkling. Like, I definitely feel that you're receiving some sort of recognition for the hard work that you've been doing very soon, if you haven't seen it yet already. Okay, like, I think a lot of you guys are going to be in the spotlight as well. So there's like an energy of needing to be comfortable with having a lot of eyes on you, or having important people watching you and observing you and things like that. Because you're definitely, I feel like you guys are definitely attracting attention in a really positive way to yourselves. There's definitely an energy here of new beginning here with the Ace of Wands. This is talking about new ideas, pursuing your dreams, maybe even a spark of inspiration coming through. So there's some sort of like divinely guided idea, some sort of creative idea, a creative endeavor that you all have come up with, or that you're feeling inspired by during this time. For some of you guys, I kind of feel like if you work for yourselves, or maybe you're like a business owner or something, it's like, it feels like this is a time where you're going to start to see a lot of success for your efforts of whatever your idea was. King of Pentacles. So this is great, you know, like money energy. This is great responsibility energy. So this is talking about like head honcho, business owner, being influential. I definitely see that a lot of you guys are going to be more like, I just keep getting more of this energy of being in the spotlight. And so for some of you, maybe you guys have some of these titles, like maybe you are like a, you know, a higher level executive, or you are a business owner, a manager, a leader of some sort, right? Because there's definitely this energy of like all eyes being on you, because you are like the head honcho in a sense in whatever field or industry you're in. But yeah, I mean, this is definitely showing stability, which is good. So if you guys have been feeling a little bit like unstable or out of your depth, I definitely feel with the King of Pentacles, this is really a good sign for a stable, like stabilizing things, if that makes sense. So let's look and see next what is coming in for you guys in the next 30 days. So we're looking for energies, events, people, situations of significance presenting themselves to group 3 in their career within the next 30 days or so. Sorry, guys. I just felt like I needed to shuffle a ton for your pile for whatever reason. So let's see. So we have the Towers, plural, coming up. We have Temperance. We also have the Hanged One. Wow, major energies here. At the bottom of the deck, we do have a Nine of Pentacles. So that's good energy. Wow, you guys. Let's see. I definitely think with the Tower card coming up here, like for some of you guys, and maybe you've already known, you're knowing about this already, maybe coming into the reading, right? With emotions running high. There's definitely this energy here of like disruption to your career in a sense. Like, you know, the Tower is kind of about like a shocking realization, some sort of an upheaval or like a change in our lives that is sometimes like the universe doing divine intervention, and it doesn't always feel the most pleasant every time. So I definitely see that energy is here for you guys, but it feels like there's a lot of balancing things out and kind of things leveling back out for you within this energy. I'm almost feeling like there's, I don't know why I'm getting this. I'm looking at the card. You guys know this is like the Twin Towers memorial here. This is the New York City tarot deck. And you know, if you've ever been to it before, you know that where the towers were, they have this beautiful light that goes up into the sky as like a memorial. So I'm almost feeling like there's this energy of like leaving something behind, or, but also paying homage to it in a sense. Like there's appreciation, acceptance, and, you know, respect coming out of whatever the change is. Okay. So take that how it resonates for you. I definitely see here with like the Temperance card and the Hanged Man energy, like a time period of bringing things back into balance, right? So for some of you guys, like if the Tower card is talking about maybe like a job change, a job loss, a sudden shocking upheaval in whatever way, I feel like you guys are going to have some time to sort of like rejuvenate yourselves again. Because I'm seeing a lot of just like peaceful activities here. Having drinks, doing yoga, you know. And there's definitely like a period of time here where things are going to become a little bit more simmered down and relaxed. Like the Hanged Man is an awesome energy because this is talking about like putting something on ice, putting something on pause, so that you're able to see it from a different perspective. Kind of gaining that sense of enlightenment here with her crown chakra being highlighted. So I'm almost wondering for some of you guys if the Tower has already happened as you've come into the reading, or if it's not happened yet. It's making me feel like this energy is going to push you to be able to do different and better things, because that's what the Tower typically is, you guys. Usually the Tower is like, we're going to take this away from you so that you can be pushed into something that's better. And it's not going to feel pleasant right now, but ultimately you're going to be at peace, right? Which is kind of what I'm seeing here. Let's get some more cards and just see what else you guys need to know. Guidance, advice. You know, like the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom, like this is all about being financially independent, right? Like, and being able to enjoy your life, enjoy the luxuries in life, which I'm seeing a lot of here. So maybe you guys are just finding a way to like manage your career and redesign your career to where you can actually do the things that you love doing that are outside of your career at times, you know? Like better work-life balance is kind of what I'm getting from this. Maybe because some of you guys are the business owner, it's like you're able to create that sense of work-life balance for yourselves. Let's see what else we get. So we have be friendly but not familiar. So this is about making connections and connecting with others with regard to career, and being open and being kind and friendly, but not getting too close. So keeping certain people at arm's length is coming through for some of you guys. We have investment, okay? So this can be investing in this new idea, investing financially, investing in something that's going to help to further your skills is really important right now. We also have strategic vision. So kind of, yeah, like with that hangman energy, it's kind of like about keeping your eye on the big picture. We have ultimate achievement at the bottom. So it's like, what is the ultimate goal that you're trying to achieve? And how do you want to go about getting it is the energy with strategic vision. Having a plan, right? That's what business owners do. Okay. All right, let's get some time frames for pile 3. So for group 3, please, what are some time frames of significance that they need to keep in mind for their career at this time? So we do have 1 to 3 months from now coming up. We also have release is needed. So there's a need to kind of relax. We have the fall on the bottom of the deck. So fall season could be significant for some. But yeah, this is looking really interesting, group 3. I would love to hear from you in the comments, just what aspects of the reading resonate with your situation. So please comment down below and let me know. If you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. This way you're aware of when I'm uploading new videos, and I'll catch you in a new one really soon. Bye.